worries. Yeah. Okay, but now you see, now your rudder is pushing all the way to the right, so you got to push on your.
예, 더더더. Seems like they're doing.
The kayaker， 给他们拍点照片。就这个场景吧，以前也经历过，但是呢，环境还是有区别。哦，你看那边是整个灰色的、深的那种深灰色的阴天。
This is our daily day. Get loose and go north again.
哦，真好看。对呀、你好看。 啊，这里 penguin，耶，nice。漂亮。啊，这个好，这个背景好。啊，这个背景好。角度好，角度好。go。
The problem is different shape. So adult and chicks, yes, but adult chicken. And yeah,
Penguin
oh,
in the water.
little jack too this time.
There's a gentle in the water. Gentle in the water.